Yo, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy Crazy Dallas, back with the Crazy Dallas Cup Series, aka as known as the CDCS Series. I am your host, Crazy Dallas, going to announce today's race here at the NAPA Filters 400 YouTube Cup here at the EchoPark Super Speedway, specifically here in Atlanta, Georgia. And today is going to be a great race. We'll have two part-time drivers racing in this race. So basically we'll have approximately 43 cars, or somewhere around there. We'll have a lot of cars though in this race. And should be a fun time. We'll have 10 segments. We're going to have 9 segments of 4 cars. And then because of the 2 part-time drivers, we'll have 1 segment of 5 cars. That is going to be really interesting to do. We've never had a segment with 5 cars in the Crazy Dallas Cup Series in history. So it's going to be cool and interesting to seeing what we'll have delivered for us today here at Atlanta. And as always, we will get through all the segments and the drivers before we start the actual racing. That way you guys know where you guys' car, is going to start or is going to finish and whatnot. And, it should be a fun time. Let's go ahead and look at your pole sitter for today's race. Congratulations to Joey Logano for winning the Crazy Dallas Cup Series 2026 NAPA Filters 400. He is your pole sitter. Had a great car. Looking fast in that 22 car. Here's a look at the track. Kind of like back at the Crazy Dallas 500, except we only have 1 turn in this race, and that is turns 3 and 4 coming to the tri-oval. So we have a big, huge back stretch here. And then, of course, we have the iconic Atlanta turns 3 and 4, the repaved section. You can see on turn 3 there's a little extra black. That is the repaved area. And then there's the finish line of the tri-oval. And then, of course, there's a little fake grass thing to help the cars go slower. That way they don't wreck or anything after the finish line. And, of course, we have the little beanbag thingy that is actually very useful on this track for the cars to stop. That way they don't go flying off the track, of course. All right, segment number 1, we're going to have the 22 of Joey Logano. Then we have the 5 car of Kyle Larson. In the Hendrick car, Zach Brown band car. That's a new one. Then we have Kyle Busch in the number 8 FICO. And then J.J. Ely in the number 44 Syracuse University. And the 2 part-time drivers are Corey LaJoy in the 01 Schulter Systems car and Connor Zillich in the 87 Red Bull car. All right, good start for Joey Logano. He is able to hold off everybody here in lap 1. And Kyle Larson, Kyle Busch, J.J. Ely still second, third, and fourth. Coming here into lap 2, it's Joey Logano, her pole setter, still leading. Wow, take a look at this really awesome photo finish here between Joey Logano and Kyle Larson. Larson gets a big run on the outside, and Kyle Larson is going to be now your leader as he beats Logano by 0.003 seconds. You can see right there, Larson's clearly ahead of Logano right at that finish line. I know the finish line's hard to see, but it's there. And Larson now your leader with the white flag out. Remember, each segment in the round 1 has 3 laps. So let's see if Logano can get back the lead in the win. He does it. Joey Logano gets the segment win, takes the lead back from Larson. And look at this finish between Kyle Busch and J.J. Ely. Kyle Busch barely able to hold off J.J. Ely. Kyle Larson even was in the picture there at the photo finish there. So it's going to be Logano, Larson, Busch, and Ely. That is your final standings in segment number 1. That was a great race, very clean. And now we have segment number 2. Ryan Blaney for Team Penske started second in qualifying. Team Penske had a great qualifying. And then we have Chris Buescher in the 17 for RFK. Buescher's teammate, Ryan Preece, is in third for RFK. And then Riley Herbst, the standalone man with the Toyota and the number 35 Sunny D car. So we have 3 Fords, Blaney, Busher, Priest Fords, and then 35 cars as Toyota. All right, Ryan Blaney going to lead you down here coming into lap 2. That was a good lap by Ryan Blaney for Team Penske. And it's been a strong start for Team Penske here at EchoPark. And then Chris Busher in second, Ryan Preece still in third, and of course Riley Herbst still in fourth. All right, we have not seen any cautions or El Recos. We are caution El Reco free right now when Ryan Blaney takes the white flag from Chris Busher. Wow, look at this pass by Chris Busher on the outside. Gets a push from his teammate. Ryan Blaney did not have a good lap there. Or as good of a lap, excuse me. And then Ryan Preece holding off Riley Herbst for fourth there. So Busher is going to win the segment. Ryan Blaney falls down to second. So Busher and Logano both automatically advance to the B main, which is the round before the main event. Wow. All right, segment number 3. Todd Gillen had great qualifying, starting third in qualifying. Then we have Ross Chastain in the number 1 for Trackhouse. And then also for Trackhouse, another teammate for Chastain. It's Suarez in the 99. And then the standalone man, Justin Haley, and then number 7, starting fourth, did not have good qualifying, but we'll see how these guys do here in segment number 3. All right, good start for Todd Gillen and the number 34 for Front Row Motorsports. Chastain still in second, Suarez still in third, Haley still in fourth. Haley still in fourth, excuse me. And now we move on to lap number 2 out of 3. All right, as always, the white flag is out for the final lap here in segment number 3, excuse me. Todd Gillen still your leader with the white flag out. Chastain, Suarez, Haley. Man, I don't know if it's the Fords or if Todd Gillen is just as good as Ryan Blaney and Logano on this track, but Todd Gillen and Ford get their third segment win already, 3 for 3. Suarez was able to take second from Chastain, so it's Todd Gillen, Suarez, Chastain, and Justin Haley. All right, segment number 4, we have Josh Berry in the number 21. Another Ford qualified. The top 4 cars in qualifying were Fords. And then we have A.J. Allmendinger in the 16, Eric Jones in the 43, and then Michael McDowell in the 71 did not have good qualifying. Apparently, McDowell had a radiator issue before the race, and that's why he's starting kind of in the back there. All right, look at this finish here. Josh Berry going backwards, Manor style. Then Eric Jones, A.J. Allmendinger fighting for second. Eric Jones gets it by about half a car length. So that was a very chaotic lap already. Josh Berry going backwards. Eric Jones takes second from Allmendinger. And then Michael McDowell just standing himself in fourth place. Nice crossover by A.J. Allmendinger. That gets him second place from Eric Jones. Jones falls down to third. McDowell fourth, and then the white flag out for Josh Berry and Wood Brothers Racing. Josh Berry and the Wood Brothers get another segment win, and that's Ford's fourth segment win of the race. 4 for 4 for them. That's crazy. Eric Jones takes second back from A.J. Allmendinger's crossovers, and then Michael McDowell third or fourth. All right, segment number 5. This is our first non-Ford that qualified first in the segment. It's Tyler Reddick in the 45 Mobil 1 car. Had great qualifying, fast car he has for Toyota for 23XI. Then we have William Byron in the 24 for Hendrick Motorsports in the Raptor car. Then in 38 we have Zane Smith. And then there's one of your two part-time drivers, Corey LaJoie in the 01 Shoulder Systems car. All right, that's a great lap by Tyler Reddick there. Zane Smith goes from third to second. William Byron did not have the best lap there, as he will be behind Reddick with 2 to go. White flag out for Tyler Reddick in 23XI/2311, however you want to say it. Zane Smith still in second. William Byron still in third. Corey LaJoie still in fourth. 1 lap to go. Oh, we got a caution on the track for the first time today for an El Reco. Who is it? I think it's Tyler Reddick. There's Byron. There's LaJoie and Smith. It's Tyler Reddick, upside down off the track in the sinkhole. Hey, get it? Sinkhole? Because it's a sink and it's a hole. Anyways, let's take a look at what happened here. Tyler Reddick was your leader, started 5th, and he will be last place. Look at the run William Byron gets from 3rd to 1st here. Oh, I think Zane Smith got into Reddick on the turn. You don't want to get contact on the turns. Yeah, I think Reddick kind of got stuck in the wall from Zane Smith getting into him there. And then Corey LaJoie pushing Zane Smith, so who knows? So maybe it was a little stack up there. But Tyler Reddick, your first car to DNF today, he will finish dead last. And William Byron and Hendrick Motorsports get their first segment win of the day. Zane Smith second, Corey LaJoie third. What a disappointing finish for Reddick. All right, segment number 6. Here is your last Team Penske car. It's Austin Cindric, started 6th. Had pretty good qualifying. And then we got Christopher Bell in the 20 DeWalt car for Joe Gibbs Racing. And then Christopher Bell's teammate, Ty Gibbs, for Joe Gibbs Racing. And then number 54, Sonic/Griddles Pickles car. Love that paint scheme. And, of course, another good paint scheme here is Justin Allgaier in the 40 Traveler Whiskey. Ooh, we got a caution on the track here. Let's see what happened here. It looked like it was Allgaier. Looks like he got stuck in the wall, kind of like what happened to Reddick last race. So here's no replay, I guess. Okay. Well, Allgaier's still in it, though. He'll be in 4th, but Cindric's still in 1st. Here we go. And as always, whenever you see that last lap, you know I have to say the white flag is out for Austin Cindric. Team Penske looking for 3 for 3 for their segments today. Well, all I can say is that was a great lap there. A lot of good racing. But it's Christopher Bell who was able to pass Austin Cindric for the segment win. Team Penske will not be 3 for 3, but Team Penske will still have a good finish with all their cars. Gibbs, Allgaier, 3rd and 4th. All right, segment number 7. It's going to be led down by Joe Gibbs Racing. Number 19, Chase Briscoe. He was your pole setter for the Crazy House 500. And now he's starting 7th here at EchoPark. And then we got Bubba Wallace in the number 23 for 2311. Then we got Ty Dillon in number 10, Seabest. Ty Dillon's the only Chevy in this segment, and then the other 3 cars are Toyotas, and then the 42 is John Hernimacek. Oh, man, look at this replay. Look at this photo finish here. Ty Dillon gets a big run, and then he kind of slips a little, and then Bubba Wallace on the outside trying to pass him at the last second at the finish line. Nemechek actually gives Bubba Wallace a little push there, a little draft push, but it's not enough. Ty Dillon still able to take second from Bubba Wallace. So Ty Dillon now up to second. Chase Briscoe, obviously still your leader. Had a great lap there. Coming into lap number 2 here. As a good start for the segment. A lot of clean racing. And let's hope we keep it that way. And so, yeah, Chase Briscoe, your leader with 2 to go. All right, Chase Briscoe takes the final lap here for segment number 7. Bubba Wallace able to take second back from Ty Dillon. And then Jair Nemechek still in 4th. Joe Gibbs Racing and Chase Briscoe get another segment win. That's back-to-back segments for the Toyotas. For Joe Gibbs Racing, to be specific. Bubba Wallace finishes second in the segment. Ty Dillon finishes third in the segment. And then Jair Nemechek struggled all race, finished 4th. All right, segment number 8. It's going to be led down by another Joe Gibbs racer, Denny Hamlin, in the number 11 Sport Clips car. Then we got Austin Dillon in number 3 for Richard Childress Racing, Cenex Tools. And then we got Noah Gregson in number 4, Miller Tech for Front Row Motorsports. That's Todd Gillen's teammate, by the way. And then we have our last part-time driver in the 87 Red Bull car, Connor Zilisch, making his second Cup Series debut. Ooh, take a look at this replay here. Look at the run Austin Dillon has on the outside. Then he loses all his momentum going in the turn. Denny Hamlin sliding. Look at this finish for second between Austin Dillon and Noah Gregson. Austin Dillon had a bigger run. And there it is right there. Austin Dillon beats Noah Gregson by 0.002 seconds. That is such a close lap right there. We've seen a lot of really close finishes already today. We have like 4 photo finishes already, and we're only 8 segments in. Denny Hamlin, your leader in first. Dillon in second. Gregson in third. And then Connor Zilisch in 4th. Not sure what happened to Zilisch in that lap, but he's still in it. We'll say that. Oh, we got a caution on the track for another El Reco. And who is it? There's Noah Gregson. There's Connor Zilisch. He's still in it. He's riding the railing. Hamlin's on his wheel, so that means it's got to be Austin Dillon. Had a great qualifying, but he is out of it. There he is in the sinkhole. Get it? Oh, that sucks for Austin Dillon. Started second in the segment. Was looking actually for the segment win here. Let's take a look at what happened. Hamlin, Dillon kind of side by side. Then I don't know what happened there. I think Gregson might have put Dillon in the wall there, and Hamlin just kind of fell on his own there. Gregson just trying to avoid Hamlin there. That was kind of a crazy lap, and then I don't know what happened to Connor Zilisch, but he must have spun out to make sure he didn't get collected in the wreck. But Austin Dillon out of it. He will start or finish second dead last. But with the white flag out, it's Noah Gregson. Can Connor Zilisch get his first ever segment win? He's in second as a part-time driver, second ever career start for the 87. Oh no! We got a caution for another El Reco. And no way! Hamlin steals the second segment win. There's Connor Zilisch. He's spun over on his roof. And there's Noah Gregson on his wheels all the way down off the track, all the way down on the ground. Oh, Gregson hit the wall hard there. Zilisch bounced on top of Hamlin's car, it looked like. Here's a replay. Look at Connor Zilisch. Yeah, they both just went over Denny Hamlin's car. Wow. That's wild. I have no words. But Connor Zilisch Beginner's not luck for him today. But Denny Hamlin gets the segment win. After falling off the track with Austin Dillon being out of it, Hamlin comes back and wins it. Wow. All right, segment number 9, we have Chase Elliott starting 9th at his home track here at EchoPark. Had a good qualifying. In second place in this segment is Brad Keselowski in the Build Submarines car for RFK. Third place is Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in the Martin's Potato Roll 47 red and yellow car. Then Martin Truex Jr. in the number 56 Bass Pro Shops car for Tricon Garage. Let's get it. Oh no, we got a caution on the track for another Ale Recco. And looks like it's going to be Brad Keselowski, who did finish the lap, but I think his wreck came before he crossed finish line. There's Truex stuck off of turn 4, coming to the tri-oval. Here's a replay. Chase Elliott has a pretty big lead here. Here comes Stenhouse on the inside. Oh, Keselowski gets a little buddy jump off of Stenhouse's car into the wall. And I think that's what happened. I think Stenhouse kind of hooked Keselowski in the wall there, just trying to, make it too wide for second place there, but Keselowski out of the race. And now, with 2 to go, Chase Elliott leading. Stenhouse will now be second. Either way, that worked out for Stenhouse, so there's that. And then Truex third. White flag is out. 1 lap to go for segment number 9. Chase Elliott, your leader, going to get pushed by Stenhouse here. Martin Truex Jr. in second now. He was actually able to pass Stenhouse on that lap, so he is now up to second. But let's see if he can hold off Chase. All right, Chase Elliott, Hendrick Motorsports get their second segment win of the day, or of the race, you could say. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. finishes second, and Martin Truex Jr. finishes third. It was a very interesting segment, and now let's move on to the next segment. This is our big segment with 5 cars. Segment number 10, Carson Hocevar had great qualifying, starting 10th. And then we got Alex Bowman for Hendrick Motorsports in the 48 car. And then for Trackhouse, we have the 88 Red Bull car of Shane Van Gisbergen. And then for Legacy Motor Club, we have the 84 Carvana/Shaq car, Jimmy Johnson. And then Cody Ware for Rick Ware Racing, son, Cody Ware, starting 5th in the 51 Arrowhead car. All right, good lap by Carson Hocevar. Connor Zilich's teammate, Shane Van Gisbergen in the 88 Red Bull car, up to second, took second from Alex Bowman. And then Cody Ware took 4th from Jimmy Johnson. All right, white flag is out for Carson Hocevar. Another great lap by him. Let's see if he can hold off these guys. Alex Bowman going to get probably a bigger push than Hocevar because he has Jimmy Johnson and Cody Ware behind him. Alex Bowman, by the way, took second from SVG. Cody Ware still in 4th. White flag out. 1 lap to go for the last segment of round 1. Carson Hocevar, Inspire Motorsports get their second segment win of the season. And look at Alex Bowman here, able to take second. And then Cody Ware gets loose in front of SVG and Jimmy Johnson, but he was able to take third. So Cody Ware making some steady progress here at EchoPark/Atlanta. So Connor Zilich gets the segment win here in segment number 10, the last segment here of round 1. Alex Bowman finishes in second for Hendrick. Good segment finish for him. Cody Ware, I don't know how he did it, but he finished third. And then Shane Van Gisbergen for Trackhouse fell down to 4th there. Not a good race by SVG. And then Jimmy Johnson just finished 5th. Well, now that we're done with all 10 segments in round 1, we will be right back after these messages. Are you wanting to take your main squeeze down on a date, but all your skrill has left you out? Well, don't worry about that, because the Crazy Dallas Cup Series has you covered for fun, racing action, and entertainment that you will never get sick of. Thank you. Are you too old for life? Are you sick of life and think life sucks? And you don't want to go to a retirement home when you get older in the future? Well, don't worry about that, because Green Chairs has you covered for awesome entertainment for elderly that will never get sick of fun games and maybe possibly a strip club for older women and men. Green Chairs for the elderly that can't stand life. Are you hungry but you don't want to spend a lot of money on fast food these days? Well, come to Dan's Subs for sub sandwiches if you don't want to spend no more than $10 on some food, because inflation is ridiculous this year. Hungry yet? Hey guys, it's your boy Crazy Dallas. Before we start off round 2 for the segments here at EchoPark, I just want to say thank you guys so much for 1,020 subs now. We have made a lot of subs recently, and I just want to say thank you guys so much, and let's continue that awesome progress. Let's go. Alright guys, now that we're done with all the round 1 segment cars, we're going to take all our cars that finished in 4th place, including Jimmy Johnson, who finished 5th in segment number 10. We're going to race them into 2 segments of 4 cars, just like round 1, but this time we're going to race all our 4th cars, including Jimmy Johnson, who finished 5th. We're going to have 2 segments of 4 cars, so let's get it. Segment number 1 is going to have J.J. Yealy in the 44. Then we're going to have Justin Haley in the number 7, Justin Allgaier in the number 40, and Jimmy Johnson in the 84. 3 Chevys, 1 Toyota. And coincidentally, all these drivers start with the letter J. I don't know how we came up with that, but it's the J show for this segment. Alright, we got a caution on the track here. It was for J.J. Yealy, who got stuck in the wall with Justin Haley behind him. It looked like Justin Haley and J.J. Yealy had a little, quite a bit of contact in that first lap, so that'll be interesting to see what happens in the second lap. But Justin Allgaier is right now your leader with 2 to go. Oh, we got a caution on the track for an El Reco. Let's see. Oh, it's got to be Justin Haley. He's the only car that's not in that picture there. And there he is, upside down off the track on the counter. He's on his roof. Let's hope he's okay. Here's a replay. Was there contact here with J.J. Yealy? Oh, yeah, there definitely was contact. That might have been intentional. The last lap, I think Justin Haley wrecked J.J. Yealy. Probably not on purpose, but J.J. Yealy definitely wrecked Justin Haley there, and I'm not sure if Justin Haley's going to like that. But either way, Justin Haley sounds really pissed on the radio, so let's hope that we don't have any audio right now for that. But Justin Allgaier, your leader, coming to the white flag. Jimmy Johnson, can he win the segment to advance to the thirds? Only 1 car advances, so this is huge. Junior Motorsports, Justin Allgaier gets the segment win and will advance to the thirds race. Jimmy Johnson, J.J. Yealy, not a good points day for them. Could have been worse, though, as I'm sure we'll see more El Recos, and they'll have less points than these 2 guys. So here we have our second segment of the 4th race. We have Riley Herbst in the 35. He's your pole setter for this segment. And then we have Michael McDowell in the 71. Then we have John Hunter Nemechek in the 42. And then Shane Van Gisbergen in the 88 Red Bull. All right, good lap there by Riley Herbst. It looks like Shane Van Gisbergen was able to pass Nemechek, it looked like there, maybe for third. Oh, we got a big wreck here. Riley Herbst, your leader, with 1 lap to go. There's the El Reco and caution sign. There's SVG. And it's a double El Reco. Who is it? It's Michael McDowell and John Hunter Nemechek. They're both out of the race. Not a good points day for those guys. We're going to need a replay because I have no idea what happened. Maybe contact with the wall. There's Riley Herbst, your leader. Oh, I think SVG got into McDowell. He did. SVG got into Michael McDowell a little too much in the turn. And Michael McDowell goes flying with John Hunter Nemechek with nowhere to go for John Hunter Nemechek. And they're both out of the race. That is just super tragic. John Hunter Nemechek, nowhere to go, just gets collected. Michael McDowell got wrecked. But with the white flag out, it's Riley Herbst and SVG. Who is going to advance with Justin Allgaier to the thirds? This is huge. For the point standings, you want to get every point you possibly can because you never know what will happen. Shane Van Gisbergen, Trackhouse Racing, get the segment win. Take a look at how close this finish was, though. SVG does a little backwards. He rotates, drives backwards, almost gives it up to Riley Herbst. Look how close that was. That was like 3/4 of a car length, almost half a car length, actually. Like 2/3 of a car length he won by. That's it. So Shane Van Gisbergen gets the segment win and will advance. Riley Herbst had a good car in this segment, just could not quite hold off SVG and pass him there. Well, now that we're done with the fourths, we're going to take all our fourth place cars, which are Justin Allgaier and SVG, and they're going to race with these third place cars with Kyle Busch, AJ Allmendinger, Corey LaJoie, a part-time driver, Martin Truex, Ty Gibbs, Ty Dillon, Cody Ware, Ryan Preece, Ross Chastain. All those guys are going to battle out. And it looks like we're going to have maybe 3 segments. All right, here's the first segment. We have Kyle Busch in the number 8 FICO. Ross Chastain in number 1 Jockey Underwear. Ty Gibbs in the 54 Sonic/Grillo's Pickle Car. And then Shane Van Gisbergen had to advance his way into this round. Oh, we got a caution on the track. We're going to need a replay here in a second because I have no idea what happened to Chastain. Chastain got Chastained. He is in the quote-unquote sinkhole. Here's a replay side by side with Ty Gibbs. Ty Gibbs passes him. Oh, it looked like he just hit the wall on his own and caught some air there. SVG almost gets collected, and that gives SVG third place. So either way, that worked out for SVG, but with Trackhouse Racing, those 2 cars in the back being teammates, let's see how this goes. Man, Ross Chastain loves his walls, doesn't he? Anyways, with the white flag out, Kyle Busch looking to advance to the seconds. This would be huge for Kyle Busch. After having a bad points day at the Crazy House 500, this would be huge for him. RCR Racing, Kyle Busch takes the victory, and he will advance from this segment to the seconds. Chastain goes from 4th to 2nd. This time he learned not to hit the wall so much. Shane Van Gisbergen finishes third, and Ty Gibbs with a disappointing fourth place finish. All right, segment number 2 for the thirds. We have A.J. Allmendinger in the 16. A.J. Allmendinger's teammate, Ty Dillon, starting second side by side in number 10. Cody Ware starting third in this segment. Actually has a pretty good car here. And then Justin Allgaier had to advance his way to this round. Let's see if he can get anywhere with this. Oh no, we got a caution for another El Reco. And it looks like it might be AJ. It is AJ Allmendinger. Oh no. He's on his side roof. Coming to the finish line. There's Justin Allgaier. He gets stuck in the wall again. Right at that same exact spot. Here's a replay. AJ gets a big jump. Look at Cody Ware go. And then AJ just hits the wall. Kind of like Chastain did. How disappointing. Cody Ware is now your leader. But for how long? I don't know. Oh, man. AJ just went full blasted into Cody Ware. And then look at Ty Dillon. Ty Dillon gets a big butt pack from Justin Allgaier. And I think that's why Allgaier lost all that speed. But AJ Allmendinger out of the race. That is disappointing for Kaulig. Ty Dillon, though, still in second for Kaulig. Let's see if he can get anywhere with this segment. Well, we were just talking about Cody Ware, how long he can hold off first place, and it didn't look like too very long. And there he is in the quote-unquote sinkhole again. Not sure what happened, but it does not look like we're going to get a replay. So with the white flag out, it's Ty Dillon. Can Ty Dillon advance? Or can Justin Allgaier advance? Or can Cody Ware pull off another crazy advancement? Let's see. Junior Motorsports, Justin Allgaier gets another advanced segment win. That is back-to-back advancements for segment wins for Justin Allgaier. What a race it's been for Allgaier. He's been doing such a good job on not wrecking or anything. Ty Dillon second, Cody Ware third. Here's our last segment of the thirds. We have Ryan Preece in the 60 for RFK. Then we have our part-time driver, Corey LaJoie, in the 01 car, still in it somehow. And then we have Martin Truex Jr. in the 56 Bass Pro Shops for Tricon. Oh, Ryan Preece, we got a caution. Can he save it to keep away from an El Reco? He does! Ryan Preece saves his El Reco. What a ride. Boy, oh boy, if this was Daytona, Ryan Preece would be out of the race by now. Oh, man. Look at this. Corey LaJoie gets in the Preece. Then Preece saves it and crosses the finish line. And he's still in it. Corey LaJoie tries to, wreck him after the race. Make sure he actually is out of it. But wow, that's wild. I've never seen something like that before. Realistic crash, too. Man, oh man, if I could say anything, all I can say is that Corey LaJoie might have one of the best part-time die-cast cars I have seen in the Crazy House Cup Series. He is flying during this race, and he is your leader with the white flag out, looking to advance to the seconds. Oh, man, Corey LaJoie is going to advance to the seconds. We have another double El Reco. Take a look at the replay here. Preece, Truex, side by side, coming off the turn. Not a good spot to be side by side off of the turn. and they take each other out. Ryan Preece didn't get lucky this time, and nor did Truex, as he gets taken out as well. Not a good points day for these guys. But Corey LaJoie is going to advance. And here is a look on your next 4 segments. These are all the seconds for races. And then you got your 2 wildcard cars, which are Justin Allgaier and Corey LaJoie. So our first segment will be on the top left with the 4 cars. Then the second segment will be with the top right. The third segment will be on the bottom left. And then the fourth segment will be on the bottom right. Our first segment, we have Kyle Larson in the number 5. Eric Jones in the 43. Bubba Wallace in the 23. And then Kyle Busch in the 8. So we have 2 Chevys, both of them being the name Kyle. And then 2 Toyotas, second and third. Oh, not a good start for Kyle Busch. He gets stuck on the turn, but Kyle Larson is still your leader with 2 to go. Let's see if Hendrick Motorsports can get another car to advance to the B main. This would be huge. One lap to go for Kyle Larson. Kyle Busch still in 4th, Bubba Wallace in 3rd. Eric Jones in 2nd. A lot of clean racing in this segment, and let's see what happens in this final lap. Hendrick Motorsports, Kyle Larson able to easily hold off these guys for the segment win. Look at Kyle Busch finishing 3rd. Bubba Wallace did not have a good finish. Finished 4th. Really struggled that last lap. Eric Jones finishes 2nd. Kyle Larson going to the B main. Segment number 2, we have Daniel Suarez in the number 99 for Trackhouse. Then we have Austin Cindric for Team Penske looking to advance with, Logano and his teammates Logano and Blaney. And then the part-time driver, the chaotic story race for Corey LaJoie. Man, I don't know how he's doing it, but Corey LaJoie is just really, really good. Being a part-time driver, he's up to 2nd, and there's still 2 laps left, and Cindric's going to push him. Suarez might be cooked. Rick Ware Racing and Corey LaJoie looking for their first advancement segment win in 2-3 years. Can they do it? This is it. Austin Cindric going to push Corey LaJoie. I think Suarez is in trouble here, guys. He has no help. Oh my goodness, we're going to need a replay for this. Did Corey LaJoie just give up the segment win? He was your leader. Off the turn, he gets sideways. Here comes Suarez. He lost it! Suarez won! Wow! Daniel Suarez and Trackhouse advance. That is such a heartbreak for Corey LaJoie and Rick Ware. Unbelievable. Daniel Suarez is going to go to the B main. Corey LaJoie with another heartbreaking finish, just like last week at Daytona with the Crazy House Cup Series 500. He finishes 2nd. Austin Cindric finishes 3rd. Not the best day for Cindric. Speaking of Cindric, let's talk about Cindric's teammate Ryan Blaney. He's having a really good car. He's going to be starting first in segment number 3 here. Then we have Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in the 47. And then Noah Gragson, the number 4 Miller Tech. 3 laps as always. Let's do it. Wow, take a look at a replay here with Noah Gragson. able to pass Blaney easily off the turn. Blaney gets a little loose in front of Stenhouse. Stenhouse has to lift to make sure he doesn't get into Blaney, otherwise they'll wreck. So it's Noah Gragson leading, but Stenhouse is going to push Blaney maybe for the lead here with 2 to go. Well, all jokes aside, here is another good replay here. Look at Blaney getting loose. Gragson on the outside takes the lead again. Or, excuse me, he keeps the lead technically by 0.002 seconds. Noah Gragson beats Ryan Blaney at the finish line to keep the lead from Blaney with the white flag out. Ryan Blaney is in trouble here. He needs to make sure he advances here. Otherwise, it'll be not the best points day for Blaney. This is like a 20-point difference almost for Blaney here if he wins. He did it! Ryan Blaney gets the segment win. That's a huge advancement for Blaney. It'll be a good points day for Ryan Blaney as long as he does an El Reco, of course. And then Noah Gragson finishes second. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. third. That was a lot of great racing. Another photo finish for the lead. Wow. All right, last segment. We have Zane Smith in the 38 Benebone car for Front Row Motorsports. That was Noah Gragson's teammate from last race. Then we have Hendrick Motorsports, Alex Bowman in the 48 Alley car. He's been doing okay so far this season. And then Justin Allgaier advancing to get here. Man, I can't tell you guys if it's going to be a heartbreak for Justin Allgaier during this race or a huge good points day for Justin Allgaier, because Justin Allgaier had to advance twice, win 2 segments just to get to this round, and this ain't even the B main. White flag out. Zane Smith takes the white flag. Alex Bowman takes second back from Justin Allgaier. Allgaier is in trouble here. I'm not sure how he's going to get the segment win here, but he's going to try, of course. Well, just like that, Justin Allgaier's luck kind of runs out, but it will be a great points day for Justin Allgaier. Alex Bowman gets the segment win for Hendrick Motorsports. That means all 4 Hendrick Motorsport drivers might be in the main event, and then Zane Smith third. So here's a look. All 4 of your Hendrick Motorsport drivers are in it still for the B main here. And then you got just a lot of drivers here. We're going to split them up into, it looks like, maybe 4 segments again. And then the top 2 cars and the 4 segments, which will be 8 cars in total, will race for the main event for the win here at EchoPark Super Speedway, the NAPA Filters 400. A lot of good cars in this one. You got your pole sitter Logano. You got Josh Berry, Todd Gillen have a good points day, Carson Hocevar. Well, here we go. Your pole setter Joey Logano going to lead you down for the first segment. William Byron having a good day in the 24. He has a shot to advance. Denny Hamlin in third, trying to advance for Joe Gibbs. Denny Hamlin did not have the best points day last race at Daytona, and then Daniel Suarez. Boy, oh boy, Denny Hamlin looking to advance to the main event for Joe Gibbs Racing. Like I said, Hamlin did not have a good race at Daytona for the Crazy House 500. He's looking to bounce back maybe for a win here. He's in second. White flag is out. Joey Logano has a great car. He's your pole setter. Logano looking to advance pretty easily here. Able to hold off a lot of these drivers. William Byron took second back from Hamlin. Oh no! We got a caution on the track for an El Reco. Joey Logano, your pole setter. He was one lap away to get to the main event to even win the race. He's out of it. He wrecked before he crossed the finish line. I'm pretty sure he did. The El Reco sign is up. So that means he wrecked out. He's done. Let's look at a replay. Logano leading. Oh, he jumped the wall. Byron is going to win the segment. William Byron is going to go to the main event for Hendrick Motorsports. And Daniel Suarez. The miracle run continues for Suarez. He will advance to the main event too. What a great advancement for the Chevys in this one. Hamlin finishes third, just could not pass Suarez or Byron in time with Logano wrecking. Hamlin had to lift off the turn. That's why. If he didn't lift, he would have wrecked. And El Reco would possibly. Wow, that's big for Hendrick. All right, we got Chris Buescher for RFK leading segment number 2. Eat My Cinnadust car. Christopher Bell in the number 20 for Joe Gibbs, trying to advance instead of Hamlin. Carson Hocevar and Ryan Blaney. Well, I don't think anybody's going to eat Cinnadust besides Chris Buescher, because Chris Buescher is El Reco'd out of it. Hocevar going to be your leader coming into lap 2 here. There's Christopher Bell and Ryan Blaney. Wow, everybody finished. Chris Buescher out of the race. Let's take a look at what happened here. Here's your leader. Very aggressive move there by Hocevar to get to the lead. Oh, Hocevar gets in the Buescher. It looked like everybody stacked up in the turn. Everybody had to lift, and I don't think Hocevar lifted at all. You could see Bell and Buescher both lifted. Hocevar did not lift, and that's what took out Buescher. Look at that. He's on his side. He could have saved it, but Hocevar actually took him out right there. Hocevar took him out right there, and Chris Buescher out of the race. Wow. Like I said, he'll only be eating Cinnadust after this race. Here we go, 2 to go. Hocevar, your leader. Bell in second, Blaney in third. Whoever advances here is huge. Well, I'm not sure what happened to Ryan Blaney here, but that's not good for Ryan Blaney. He's down in third still. Hocevar takes the white flag. Can Carson Hocevar go back to the main event? He was super close to win the Creasehouse 500 last week. Can he do it today? Carson Hocevar. Can he do it? Here comes Christopher Bell on the outside, going to push though. He's done it. Christopher Bell for Joe Gibbs Racing is going to go to the main event. Carson Hocevar is going to join him in second. So Carson Hocevar goes back to the main event. This kid is speedy. And Ryan Blaney just short on the main event. Heartbreaking for Blaney and Team Penske again. And now we have Todd Gillen going to lead you down for its next segment. Then we have Josh Berry in the number 21, and Chase Elliott started 9th in qualifying, is going to start off third. Josh Berry finished second in qualifying, and Todd Gillen third. All right, good start for Todd Gillen, able to hold off Chase Elliott for first. Chase Elliott takes second from Josh Berry. Todd Gillen's going to get a good push here from Josh Berry. Unless Todd Gillen gets a bad restart, he should be your leader. All right, one lap to go for Todd Gillen. Josh Berry still going to draft with Todd Gillen trying to pass Chase Elliott on the inside. This is Chase Elliott's home track, so Chase is going to try everything he can to get to this main event. But Todd Gillen having a splendid day, looking for his first main event advancement. Front Row Motorsports, Todd Gillen get their first ever segment win to advance to the main event. What I mean by that, it means Todd Gillen's never been to the main event before. This is his first time. Chase Elliott advances. Josh Berry will not. All right, this is our last segment here before the main event. Chase Briscoe, Kyle Larson, Alex Bowman. Chase Briscoe going to lead you down for Joe Gibbs Racing, and then Kyle Larson and Alex Bowman are teammates. So Kyle Larson and Alex Bowman are really going to try and help each other out. Well, this is perfect for Henrik Motorsports. Look at that. Alex Bowman, Kyle Larson, both on the inside lane here. Bowman's going to push Larson to the lead here. Bowman's going to try to pass Briscoe on the turn. Not sure if it'll work, but we'll see. All right, white flag is out for Kyle Larson. Alex Bowman still trying to pass Chase Briscoe. Not sure if it'll work, but we will see. Chase Briscoe does have a fast car. Kyle Larson, Henrik Motorsports get the segment win to advance to the main event. Chase Briscoe will go on to the main event as well. He finishes second. And Alex Bowman tried his best but could not do it. Here is a main event time. This is your main event. 8 cars. And William Byron is going to lead you down for segment. For the segment here, Christopher Bell will start second, Todd Gillen third, Kyle Larson fourth, Daniel Suarez fifth, Carson Holzvar sixth, Chase Elliott seventh, and Chase Briscoe eighth. So we have 5 Chevys in this one, 1 Ford, and 2 Toyotas. Odds are a Chevy's going to win, but you never know. There's been a lot of crazy accidents in this race, because that's EchoPark, but man, this is going to be good. Let's start it off. All right, a lot of drafting. You're going to see a lot of drafting in this final segment here for the main event here. William Byron still your leader, coming to 7 to go. Todd Gillen second. He took second from Christopher Bell. Suarez up to 4th. Kyle Larson 5th. Chase Elliott up to 6th. Carson Holzvar fell down to 7th. And Chase Briscoe still 8th. 7 to go. Oh, we got a caution on the track. Multiple cars did not cross the finish line here. What happened here? Kyle Larson sideways in front of Chase Elliott, Holzvar, and Briscoe. I'm not sure what happened, but we're going to have to take a look. Larson sideways in front of half of the pack, to be honest. Here's a replay. Byron gets a good jump from Bell. Then Todd Gillen side by side with him. Suarez trying to push Gillen, but it does not work, and that kind of stacks everybody up. It looked like Larson got turned by Chase Elliott, probably accidentally. And then that just gets everybody loose and stacked up. But either way, Byron's still your leader. 6 laps to go. Gillen second. Suarez third. Bell, Larson, Elliott, Holzvar, and Briscoe. That is your lineup order. Coming to 6 laps to go. Let's see if William Byron can hold off everybody for his first win in the CDCS series. Oh, we got a caution on the track for an El Reco. There it is. Who is it? Todd Gillen's your leader. What happened to William Byron? There's Christopher Bell. There's Byron and Hocevar. Who got out? There's Larson. Is it Elliott? Is it Briscoe? Who is it? It's Suarez. Daniel Suarez out of the race. What happened? He had such a good car. He was in fourth. And there's Elliott and Briscoe still in it. They got stuck in the turn 4. Coming to the tri-oval. Gillen has a great jump. Able to get in front of the pack. And it looked like Suarez just got hit up in the wall. It looked like Byron put Suarez. Yeah, Byron put Suarez in the wall. Larson gets turned by Hocevar. They're all just trying to watch out for Suarez to not get out of the race. And then Elliott and Briscoe obviously using their brakes there, which is smart, but also not smart. But Suarez out of the race. What a heartbreaking finish for Suarez. He was in fourth, had a chance to win even if he didn't wreck there. But either way, Todd Gillen, your leader, with 5 to go. Can Todd Gillen and Front Row Motorsports get their first ever win in the Crazy Dallas Cup Series? Let's find out. But Christopher Bell and all those other guys behind him. Oh, we were just talking about him just a second ago. Not Todd Gillen, but Christopher Bell is out of the race. He's upside down. He did cross the finish line, but he wrecked first, so he's out of it. There's Elliott, there's Briscoe, there's Byron, there's Hocevar. Let's see. Oh, Christopher Bell gets turned by Gillen. Gillen getting pushed by Byron. Everybody kind of stacked up there in the turn as well. That's kind of what happened to the other drivers like Elliott, Hocevar, and Briscoe. That's why they all kind of finished kind of slow. Everybody just trying to lift, and it doesn't work very well. And Christopher Bell out of the race. Joe Gibbs Racing still has Chase Briscoe in third there. But can Chase Briscoe find good momentum to pass Byron or Gillen? With 4 to go. We are halfway through this final segment. Larson, by the way, is still in last. So there's that. Oh no, we got another caution on the track for another El Reco. Who is it this time? I don't see Todd Gillen or Byron or Larson. Who is in it? I know Todd Gillen got turned or something, but let's see if he's out of it. There's Hocevar and Briscoe. Oh, he is out of it. There's Byron on his wheels. He's still in it. Todd Gillen out of the race. What a heartbreak. Where's Chase Elliott? He's on his roof. He's out of it. Home track winner from last year, Chase Elliott's out of it. What happened to Chase? And there's Kyle Larson on his wheels trying to get out of the wreck. Here's a replay. Gillen gets a good jump. He's in front of the whole pack. And then he gets crunched into the wall again. But this time I think Briscoe got into him. There's Briscoe, your leader for Joe Gibbs. We were just talking about how he's going to win the race. If he does, he's got to pass these guys. And Chase Elliott, who was your winner last week, will not have a very good points day, nor will Gillen. But with 3 laps to go, can Chase Briscoe, who was your pole setter for the Crazy House 500 last week, can he get the win? Hocevar, Byron, Larson, your final drivers. All right, guys, coming to 3 laps to go. Carson Hocevar takes the lead from Chase Briscoe. William Byron still in third. Larson still in fourth. Can Carson Hocevar get his first win in the Crazy House Cup Series? Same with Spire Motorsports. They've never won in the Crazy House Cup Series. Oh, that's a heartbreaking for Carson Hocevar. He lost the lead to Chase Briscoe, but Carson Hocevar is in a good spot here. He's on the outside. He's got William Byron, who's a fast car. All these drivers are still in it, guys. with 2 laps to go. Briscoe leads. Oh no! Carson Hocevar out of the race. He is on his roof. What happened to Hocevar? I could not quite tell. But with the white flag out, Chase Briscoe is going to be your leader now. What happened to Hocevar? Here is the replay. Here comes the replay. He's side by side with Briscoe on the turn. Oh, Briscoe sent him up in the wall. I think Briscoe had the lift on the turn, and then that just made him get loose into Briscoe. Or, excuse me, that made Briscoe get loose into Hocevar. Byron sliding. Spotters doing their job, just trying to watch out for Hocevar to make sure they're not involved in the wreck either. And with the white flag out, Carson Hocevar, another heartbreaking finish. After finishing second in the Crazy House 500, almost won it. He will come just a lap short again. But Briscoe, your leader, white flag is out. Who is going to take it? Briscoe, Byron, or Larson? Hendrick Motorsports versus Joe Gibbs. Larson's on the outside. He's going to push William Byron. Let's see if Hendrick Motorsports can get another win. Back-to-back wins for Hendrick Motorsports to start off the Crazy Dallas Cup Series season. Here we go. White flag. Caution is out on the track. El Reco. That is going to do it. William Byron for Hendrick Motorsports gets the win here at EchoPark. What a race. All I can say is that was an awesome race. William Byron gets the win for the 2026 NAPA Filters 400, and Larson is out of the race. El Recos. Larson could have finished third today, but instead he finishes like 20th because he El Reco'd. Byron almost loses the win. Here's another good replay. Byron has a huge lead, then he gets sideways off the turn. Larson almost passes Byron, then Larson gets up on his side and gets on his roof after he hits the outside wall. And so that will do it. Larson out of the race. William Byron is your winner. Chase Briscoe will finish second. Wow, what a race. And all I can say is William Byron had a great car all race, though. I mean, he qualified like 12th or something, I'm pretty sure. Maybe even better than that. He's going to take a backwards lap, Alan Kowicki style, kind of just going backwards. And so there is that. William Byron does his little burnout. And what's this? Justin Haley, JJ Healy, having a big argument here. Remember, they both got into each other earlier in the race. They are both not happy. You can see Justin Haley going up to JJ Healy. Oh, and they're fighting! Justin Haley fighting JJ Healy. Here come all the NASCAR officials to break up the fight, and they're still fighting in there. Some NASCAR officials just fell over. Justin Haley not happy at JJ Healy. Funny to say that, because they're almost the same name. Here's another replay. Man, Justin Haley just went up to JJ Healy and just tackled him. Didn't even try to talk with him. They're not happy at each other. Justin Haley got wrecked by JJ Healy, remember, as retaliation. And Justin Haley is very pissed. There he is with the blue shirt. There's JJ Healy with the white helmet. You can see JJ Healy also is not happy. And here's what happened after the postseason race. This is what happened after the race. Justin Haley intentionally spins out JJ Healy. And here is another replay on what happened. This was lap 1. This is when everything started. Justin Haley got into JJ Healy by accident, of course, most likely. See, Justin Haley then intentionally brake checked Justin Haley for them to not finish. And then here's JJ Healy wrecking Justin Haley off the track. Definitely on purpose, of course. So that's what happened. Anyways, here's a look at all your drivers from William Byron to Ty Gibbs. That's your order from the count. And then from Jimmy Johnson all the way to the last place in today's race, Tyler Reddick, who wrecked first, El Reco'd first. So there is that. Thank you guys so much for watching the NAPA Filters 400. at EchoPark Super Speedway. I'm your host, as always, Crazy Dallas, for the Crazy Dallas Cup Series, and I hope you guys enjoyed the race, and comment down below what you guys want to see in the next race, and it will be at Bristol.